Good morning, everybody. Thankfully, I didn't step on a wasp on my way out here today. So, just wanted to give you guys another little health update. I've got a raging headache. I've had it for 2 days now, and there's nothing I can take to get rid of it because it would conflict with my seizure medication. So, I'm just having to put up with this really fucked up headache. And, yes, I changed my diet up a little bit, and I started eating a lot more healthy, like fats and stuff to try and gain some more weight. I'm eating more raw, unsalted nuts and seeds. I'm drinking a protein shake in the morning, and I have been literally pooping way more, and now I have a gigantic hemorrhoid. It's wonderful, and I can't take anything for that either. If I used Proctazol or Proctazone cream, it's actually not good for me because it conflicts with my Dilantin. So that's something else I'm literally gonna have to just deal with. There's more receptors up in your butthole than there are in your mouth. So I called the pharmacy and they said that I could not use the Proctazone while I'm on the phenytoin slash Dilantin. So messed up headache, swollen butthole. It's not very fun, but I've got to get through it. And on top of that, my capsules for the phenytoin scratched my throat again this morning. So it feels like I've got heartburn, but I don't. My throat is just nice and fucked up. Just a few of the wonderful things that you get to deal with while you're on medications. Can't take certain things. You have to look out. You have to be careful of what you take. So I'm probably going to call my doctor today and let him know what I have changed in my diet just to make sure that that's not going to be anything crazy. But good lord, this headache is pretty bad. It hurts a lot, and it's right on the. So it's flipped right now. This is my right hand. Um, it's like right here in the back of my head. I'd say it's like this deep on this side right here, and it is just miserable. I can't lay down. I can't do anything comfortably right now. I pushed through it pretty well yesterday, but you know, it's really hard today. It hurts like a mofo. I'm in the garden again. We actually cut down one of the plants yesterday. It was far ahead of all the rest of the plants. All of the trichromes on it were already amber, which is just weird. So we cut that thing down. I had one of my buddies who's just now getting into growing. He was stoked. I had him come over and cut it down, and I taught him what to do with it. So I thought that was pretty fun to be able to let him do that and get his first hands-on experience. That made me feel better. I've got my own signature yo-yo. I should have brought one out here. I'll actually go grab one. It's the same friend who came out and did that yesterday. He works. He's an engineer, and he designed my very own custom signature yo-yo. There was just one problem. He took one wrong measurement, and the axle that he ordered, the axles are way too small, so it wasn't able to reach the whole way through. But luckily, I had these really terrible, shitty bearings. I guess I can't say they're terrible and shitty as much now, right? Because they worked. They were way thinner. I'd say they're about half the width of a normal yo-yo bearing that I use, and it worked just enough to get that axle through to connect. And so I have my very own working signature yo-yo. If you didn't see that video yesterday, it should be done processing now, but we went live to show everybody that we were dialing in the yo-yo. It's gonna be backwards for you guys. That's my actual signature in it right here too. And he made this one magenta so that way I would have one of my very own yo-yos that's completely custom that no one else will have. He printed 5 of these for me, and this is the only one with magenta. All the rest of them have my signature in black. And I named it Fat Chance after one of my very, very favorite 311 songs. So thank you, 311, for inspiring my life that much. You've made a song onto the side of a yo-yo even. You guys are that good. But you can see, I'll actually drop it down real quick and have the string come out of there. Look at how tiny that gap is. That's pretty small. But it still works. I'm able to play with it. It's just about as good right now. It's just because of the bearing. It's about as good as the first yo-yo that I ever actually got. I'm trying to remember the name of that yo-yo, and I just can't. It was like, I want to say it was like a Legend or something. It was a plastic yo-yo, and that thing was terrible. It was good for learning on. It was very good for learning on, so I definitely would have suggested it for another, beginner yo-yo player. Or as a lot of people are calling themselves now, throwers. I don't know. I like to say the word yo-yo, so I'm a yo-yoer, not necessarily a thrower. Even though, Fat Chance, fuck the bullshit, it's time to throw down. So, I guess I'm a thrower. It's whatever you want to call it. So this is making me much, much happier as well. It's just insane that I have my own signature yo-yo. I never thought that I would have my own signature yo-yo. So he's gonna have to redesign a couple of things so that way the other bearing fits better, and then we're gonna have to order some longer axles. But as of now, and he forgot, he did it so that way we could see what both sides would look like. So this one has a gloss on it, and then the other side is just a matte. And I mean, I kind of do like them being 2 different textures, but at the same time I kind of do want to just have them both be the same on each side, so that way it just matches better. But I do half and half my face all the time. I'll shave half of it off and I'll shave half my head off, so it's kind of fitting. It's appropriate for my weird lifestyle. I just love it. It's made out of UV plastic, and it's just fun. It's very, very fun to have my own yo-yo. And after we get the yo-yo dialed in, then we're going to be working on signature juggling pins for my instructors. I have told them, I sent them a picture of the juggling pins that we have created. Well, he created. I didn't create it. Adam created it in his, CAD program, which I don't know what that is called either. But he's made up the image and the 3D everything. We've got all of them down to the rod in the middle. I thought it was a dowel rod in the middle of all these juggling pins, but it turns out it's actually a plastic rod as well. So we've designed all of those pieces, and once we finish the yo-yo, then we're gonna start working on the pins for those guys, which I'm pretty excited about. It's not very often you get to just make signature series for you and your friends. Like, it's amazing. My butthole hurts, my head hurts, my throat hurts. I still haven't smoked weed or any cigarettes. And last night I had another user dream, and it was funny. I have a friend who quit with me, and we're in this together, same amount of time. It's been 11 days now since we've quit, and last night I had a dream with, I was smoking a cigarette, and it's crazy because like in that dream I didn't realize that I smoked a cigarette until I put it out in the ashtray in that dream. And I was like, it was almost like I had a habit, like I went outside and I smoked a cigarette, and when I put it out in the dream, I was like, oh no. I was so disappointed in myself. And I went inside, and then Masood showed up at my house like seconds later after I went inside. And I had to explain to him, there was no way I was going to hide that, that I smelled like smoke. And so I just had to explain to him right off the bat when he got there that I sucked. But it was a very interesting dream. I think that was like the fourth or fifth user dream that I've had since I quit smoking cigarettes. So those are very, very real. I also had another dream last night that someone did a drive-by on our house, and my brother was over, and God, dude, it was so weird. And I saw this car pull up, and the guy was waving his gun out the window, and I saw the gun, and I sprinted over to the door, and I locked the door, and I told everybody to get down, and it like skipped a part of the dream, and I saw, and my brother, he had a gun out of nowhere himself, and he was shooting back at him. And good God, it was such a stressful dream. It was so weird. So my dreams are definitely a lot more stressful as well. They can, they're feeling the stress of my body, and it's translating into my dreams as well. So I haven't been getting the best sleep either, which isn't very fun. But I'm just going through. I don't have any cravings for a cigarette anymore. I obviously there was never a craving for smoking weed. I just kind of wanted to smoke some weed to kind of like change my head, but I still haven't. And now that I've somewhat got my clear head back, I'm not sure if I will ever smoke weed again. I smoked it for 10 years straight and didn't realize that it was just masking a lot of things, including feelings. And a lot of people are always suggesting that I would take a break. My instructors for juggling were also like, you need to quit smoking weed because you're gonna progress a lot farther with a clear head. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm sure, oh, but I love my weed, right? And I'm starting to understand what they mean. Having this clear head is definitely, I can pay attention a lot more to what I'm doing, and I can almost see the pins moving slower in a sense. You'd think that it would kind of be the reverse. You'd see them slower while you're high, but I'm able to do a few other things in a better manner, I guess. I'm able to execute them better now that I'm sober. I definitely quit cold turkey, and I'm wondering if that's where these major headaches are coming from. I think that that's part of where this headache is coming from. So I just was finally over it. I finally did not want a cigarette anymore, and I wanted my throat to feel better. I wanted my chest to feel better. I wanted to be able to breathe more. So I definitely just did it. And having a friend quit with me helped a lot. And I didn't think that we would just do it. Even he said, I'm glad that we just quit and we didn't build up to it. We didn't, hey, okay, we'll quit on this day and we'll wean off of it or anything. No, we just quit. And that was the best thing that we could have done for our bodies. I'm still coughing up a ton of black crap. My phone just hit 4% battery, so I don't know. I'm going to let it go until it dies. Oh, actually, no, I do need to end the video before it dies so that way I can publish it. The wheezing is gone already, for the most part. I mean, it was never that clear. There's a little bit there, but it feels better. It feels a lot better not smoking, and it's encouraging to know that I'm helping other people in a matter of just like you're getting encouraged and wanting to quit. That's good. That's a very fantastic thing. So there's a lot of positive results happening already, and it's only been 11 days. And these 11 days have felt like 2 years. Time is moving so slow ever since I quit smoking. I never realized how quick the time went. I mean, I would play Call of Duty, right, or something, any game, and in between rounds, I would go outside to smoke a cigarette, and there's a good, like, minute and a half, 2 minutes between the rounds, and it seemed like it was 20 seconds. I would step out the door, I would light a cigarette up, and then I was being told I need to go back inside. It was like instantaneous. And now I go outside, or a round will end, and it seems like it's 12 minutes between the next round. So that's actually a pretty good benefit, is the time dilation. It's getting a lot better. I'm seeming to have more time now. So I've got to go find myself a hemorrhoid donut today. My butthole hurts so bad. Oh, dude, I went through 2 mental breakdowns already. I woke up one morning just crying Just, I mean, seriously, just crying. I felt like crying last night. I almost cried when when I was putting my yo-yo together out of joy. That was a fantastic feeling. But yeah, there are a lot of. I'm already a very hyper emotional person, but I have been getting even more emotional since I've quit, and my brain is rewiring itself, and it's just fixing all of the damage that I've done to it over the past 10 years, almost 11 years. So if you can find the strength to just stop doing it. The first time that I ever quit, the thing that helped me was just going to sleep. I just slept for about 2 days. So if you have that opportunity, just literally just sleep. You know, all I woke up for was to barely put food in my mouth, swallow it, and go back to sleep. But this last time I didn't have to do that. I was able to just quit cold turkey, and I was definitely a piece of shit for the past 10 to 9 days, and I'm wondering if this major raging headache and my swollen butthole is just some kind of karma to me being an asshole towards people, which it's well deserved. I was a total dick. So I'll accept that. But I am going to end the live stream. Oh no, I still got 4%. I'm just gonna make sure that I end it before it kills my phone. And yeah, I get annoyed very easily. I'm complaining a lot about really stupid things that don't need to be complained about. So I guess, you know, there's just that point where you just need to push through it and get through it and tell yourself to shut up, which it's hard to do. It's hard to tell myself to shut up. I'm a very talkative person. But I've got a mosquito on my leg. What a dick. But yeah, so I'm gonna push through this headache, and I'm gonna push through this gnarly hemorrhoid. I've been pooping so much, and my poops are so much larger. It's insane. One was so long yesterday. I actually took a picture of it, and I sent it to a couple of friends. And one of them was like, "Dude, I thought that was a snake at first." So I mean, that's funny. We ordered an air purifier for the room, so that way we can start having more purified air. And I'm just starting to really work on the health. I'm working on my health. I'm trying to put a little bit of weight back on because I'm just so skinny. And I'm trying to do it in a healthy way. I'm trying to put it into like lean muscle and stuff. So the past 2.5 days I haven't juggled. I hardly yo-yoed yesterday. I'm hardly doing anything because I'm trying to let that weight come back on for the next few days, and then I'll get back to juggling, you know, for a few. I'll try and only juggle for an hour or two, but that's really hard for me. I end up juggling for about 4 to 6 hours. It's addicting. It's very, very addicting. So I'll tune in later, either today or I'll tune in tomorrow with another health update, and I'll let you guys know how my swollen butthole feels. And hopefully my headache will be gone. So I'm going to go inside and eat my first meal of today. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Quit smoking. Just do it cold turkey. It sucks. You're going to get headaches. But frankincense, I'll check it out, dude. I'll check it out. Thanks for the suggestion, man. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. And I hope that your guys' butthole doesn't feel like mine. Peace, guys.